Hey, look, I damn near had to do this video without my shirt off because it's hot as fuck outside. I don't know how hot it is where y'all are at, but it's 90 degrees here today. So, it got your boy sweating. But I wanted to make this video about how the smart way to do things works with effort, but the stupid way to do things is faster. Now, if you don't feel like taking risks or putting the work in to accomplish your goals, you could always leech off of someone who's more successful than you and speed up the process. So I found these videos where celebrities, rappers are talking about some things that they have to deal with when they're dealing with success. So I wanted to react to what they're saying and how they're emphasizing that they would prefer someone to work as hard as they do, but it's very possible that people could just be riding your wave. So here's the video.
Like I used to make a lot of rounds when I was managing artists and shit, and I seen like certain entourage members that was with you. I seen them start to evolve. Like I seen this one kid, he used to always be around, but then I seen him with a camera one day.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So and that's another thing too. Like when you got your peoples around you, like it's so hard to like kind of like change people from being this way to that way. But like it's like, what else could you do? Like y'all my guys, y'all around me, y'all know.
Yeah, so she makes a good point there. You can't force someone to want to do more or take on more responsibility or, put more effort towards a goal. You can only support them if they want to do that for themselves. And you may find that even when, the juice is worth the squeeze, you can't make someone squeeze. All you can do is provide the platform for them to want to elevate themselves. I thought that was a good point.
Just around me to be thug all day, like to be, you know what I mean? We not supposed to be running the streets no more. Like let's work. Here's a job for you. Here's a job for you. And not all the time, like people, they'll do it, but not all the way they'll stick with it. They won't stick with it, man. And it's unfortunate because
yeah, and that's something else to maybe expect or be prepared for when someone starts off with a bang, but then they fall by the wayside because they either lose interest or they're not willing to do what it takes. So if you got a squad or a team and you have a particular goal, you may want to be prepared for some people to quit during the process, and that's something to watch out for.
Like sometimes you gotta just let people be them, and you gotta play the distance, man.
Good advice. You have to let people be who they are, and it's good to accept people for what they want.
And it's unfortunate, but I'm happy you noticed that because when I got certain people around me, I don't care for all that gorillas, and like when it's time to get it popping, all right, cool, we'll handle that.
Right.
But like we gotta be professionals. Like we business, this is business. So when you come into places, you better have a camera in your hand. You better be talking to this person, writing this down, holding this down, and that's what it is.
Yeah, she didn't give a whole lot of detail about what people around her should be doing. The first suggestion being a cameraman or a director is definitely a good idea, whether it be music videos or interviews or documentaries or IRL vids, streaming. Definitely a good idea to keep a camera rolling for moments that are worth recording.
Okay.
So I'm happy you said that.
So now like 40 dudes on stage at the concert.
Yeah, 40 dudes holding the bottle and all that. Like,
yeah, it's lit. You got to keep 40 people around you so you make a movie. It's a party.
Yeah, I had to get, I had to, erase a couple people out of my life because they just wasn't in a position to handle certain things. And like we getting into business now, man. We ain't in the streets. Like who want to be in the streets all day?
Thank you.
Wow, it seems like you have a good balance of business.
You gotta go through that where like because your homies, you want to be real where you bring everybody with you, but then y'all gotta fall into position.
You gotta fall in position, man.
Academics didn't even add anything to the to the topic. He just basically reworded what she already said. So it would have been nice if he gave some experience about him cutting people off, even though it seems like his career was mostly done by himself. So he probably didn't have anyone to cut off. But yeah, yeah.
And
Y'all off all the positions. Some of y'all gotta go. That's tough for you though.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you don't want them to look at you like, damn, she's switching up.
I don't
on us.
care. See, that's the difference between dudes care too much.
Yeah.
If I'm mentally where I'm at and you
Yeah, they care because they're your friend. They care about their homie. You don't want caring people around you?
ain't there with me, you ain't for me.
Right.
And I don't care how you feel. That's just me. Like, I don't care about none of that. All that bro. Like, that don't make me no money. And that ain't making you no money. So what?
Yeah, of course the bro code isn't gonna be that important to you because genetically you're not a bro, but that's another video. But what she's saying is definitely something I agree with, where if your principles are not being able to be gained from, then yeah, well, why keep putting enthusiasm into it? So they're not benefiting from it. The other person's not benefiting from it. So yeah, you wouldn't want to continue business with someone who's not contributing anything.
You do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that cold shit. All that niggas be like, oh, you gotta have your day ones all the time. All right, well, what my day ones doing too? How they handling it too?
Right. So she doesn't want all of the weight on her shoulders when it comes to business. That was one of the 10 crack commandments in the Biggie Small song. I forgot which number it was, but he said something about those guys never keep, was it rule number 2? Something, let's see. It was rule number 2, never keep no weight on you. Them guys you hold, the guys you run with can hold jumps too, or whatever he said.
I mean, like, you gotta be fair with this shit. Everybody talk all that bro code, all this, you always gotta take care of your peoples and all that shit. Nah, bro, we gotta take care of each other. If you ain't helping me, I ain't helping you.
Because when the bill comes.
Exactly. Who gonna pay it?
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I already gotta take care of my family, like my moms and, you know what I mean, my sister, my grandmother, you know what I mean? Like, that's priority first.
Yeah, she has priorities. Definitely put family first. I do think it was interesting that she didn't mention any males. She said her sister, her mother, her grandmother. She didn't mention any dudes. I guess that's okay. I guess they can just handle things themselves, which makes sense. You would want to put the women in your family first. But she didn't mention any dudes. That's okay, though. And yeah, I agree with everything that she's saying. If someone's not contributing enough, then I guess you gotta cut them off for reasons of productivity. And you figure when you're pursuing a career like hers in music or entertainment, then there are plenty of people who are hardworking who are willing to put forth as much effort as she does, if not more. So I found another video of the podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, with Gilly and his cousin. And the guest is Glorilla. And she is saying the same thing that Young MA was saying, that if the people around her are not as responsible or they're not as willing to do what's necessary to get more or maintain success, then she has no problem cutting them off. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but girls just seem like they're way more, like they can cut people off way easier. So here's Glorilla.
People that like look up to their ass. It was crazy.
How do you deal with the switching up? You know, a lot of times when you get success, people change, you don't change, but they try to.
Yeah, that's sad. Something else to look out for when you get some success. People may switch up on you. They may demand more of you, or they may hold you to certain what expectations, and yeah, it's something to be be prepared for people to act differently than they did before your success.
You know, they try to lean on you, but the manipulation shit, like, oh, you on some other shit now. The texts start to get weird.
Facts.
You know, when you say no, now it turns into, oh, you acting strange, you different, you don't spend no time, you don't call nobody no more. No, you wanted some fucking money.
Facts.
You ain't really no, you ain't calling.
Yeah, I do want some money. Spread it around, share the wealth. That's what well, I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but you know, people who actually have a business plan that could use some investment, yeah. If you know someone, if you don't want to have the opportunity to deal with a bank, if it's hard to get a loan from a bank or anyone, then you would want someone that you know to fund any endeavor there are that could, you know, help everyone.
Only reason I ain't give you that 1,500. That's why you saying I'm acting new and I don't check with nobody no more. About to get you the 1,500. How do you deal with that shit?
Man, you know, like me, I always been quick to cut motherfuckers off. Like before I had just blew up, like last year, I had way more friends than what I got now. It was like a lot of us. And I cut my family off if I feel like you on bullshit.
That's how I be.
And so,
Wow. I guess that's what comes with success. If you're serious about your goals, then I guess you gotta maybe even cut family off if they're being, you know, a problem for your pathway to your goals. But man, she said she's quick. She's quick to do it. She's got no qualms with it.
like, soon as you show me one sign of that you on some fuck shit, like, I just cut you off. Because, like, if you do it right.
Wow, the first sign, not even a second chance? I guess it depends on the situation.
Here, you'll just keep doing it. Like, it's in you. And I can't change that about you. So, it ain't no hard feelings. I just don't fuck with you like that.
Damn.
And so, I never had no problem cutting people off when I feel like they on fuck shit.
So she ain't just fuck nigga free, she fuck friend free, fuck
I'm
family
fucking everybody free.
Fuck everybody.
I swear to God.
FNF, FEF, F everybody free. Yeah, well, you know, again, I guess that's what's required, or that's her experience. And I don't know if you want to completely cut family off. Maybe just put your relationship on pause, you know, and just start it up again later when a stronger bond is capable of being created. Yeah, so I guess I stopped communicating with friends because, you know, I put my goals above everything else in my life. And friends have definitely cut communications with me because I guess they thought that I didn't provide enough value to their life. So I guess it could happen to anyone, even a celebrity, you know. So I guess you got to be prepared to do it. Got to be prepared for it to be done to you. Kind of spacing on examples right now. Just, you know, people that I would try to call and they wouldn't pick up the phone, you know. No answering messages on social media. It's just, ceased all communications. It's crazy, you know. You just want to, like, maintain something with somebody, and they just don't want to talk no more. But you get past it, you know. You work, you just live your life, you know. Find someone new. It happens. And yeah, actually, there's jokes about that in entertainment all the time. Like that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick Star was the star in the commercial for the Krabby Patty, and you know, SpongeBob tried to talk to him in between takes, and his stage director shooed him away, and Patrick Starr's like, hey, that was my friend. And the director said, you're a celebrity. You don't have any friends. So I guess that's just what comes with this type of career in entertainment. You just got to cut people off and, you know, make new friends that are more conducive to your career goals. So let me know in the comments if you have experience with cutting people off or getting cut off, or if you've ever had to make time for your pursuits by making less time for your friends. Or give me your opinions about what you think about the advice or insight from Glorilla and Young MA. And like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.